Russell Wilson was run out of Denver after just 2 seasons with the Broncos, but now that he's found a new home in the Steel City, Russ can be Danger Russ again.
Come on, y'all. Russell Wilson. Holy. Very exciting.
How's it going today? My name is Jesse McNamer, and welcome to Point of View. Before we get into it today, I just want to say we always appreciate your feedback and look forward to reading your comments like the one we've got here. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the end of this episode to see if you can guess today's trivia question down below. To today's topic, are we about to see a Russ resurgence in Pittsburgh? The 35-year-old QB inked a 1-year contract with the Steelers over the weekend and can finally leave behind all the fair or unfair criticism and baggage that piled up in the Mile High City. During Wilson's 2 seasons with the Broncos, he started 30 games and threw for nearly 6,600 yards and 42 touchdowns to just 19 interceptions. But when the Broncos brought in a new head coach, Sean Payton, they decided Mr. Unlimited wasn't worth the money. And Russ gave the Broncos a little parting gift on his way out of Denver, and a truly welcome gift to Pittsburgh, as he'll be playing for the league minimum for the Steelers while the Broncos paid the other $39 million of his 1-year deal. That's just good business for Russ in Pittsburgh. Now he has a fresh start with a team that might actually appreciate him a little, since the Steelers have been desperate for a franchise QB since Big Ben Roethlisberger retired in 2021, and because he's not accompanied by a huge price tag. It also gives the Steelers that much more money to support him and the offense. There are rumors they could trade young wideout Deontay Johnson, which is fine as long as they plan to add more talent to the room with a big trade or free agent signing. The Steelers don't have a ton of room under the salary cap, so they have to be careful there. But that's besides the point. Russ going to Pittsburgh is great for both sides, and even though he's not guaranteed the starting spot, in due time he'll show why this was a home run signing for the Steelers. First, third-year receiver George Pickens will be a huge beneficiary. While Russ has struggled with the deep throws down the middle in recent years, he's still money outside the hashes, and Pickens led the entire NFL in yards per reception in 2023 with 18.1. The explosive plays will definitely return to Heinz Eckridge Stadium, whatever. Just take a look at this play from Russ last season against the Chargers. He shows off just why he's still a starting caliber QB by staying patient in the pocket, moving up when it's time to throw, and delivering a strike to Courtland Sutton in the back of the end zone. This ended up being the longest touchdown by air yards during the entire 2023 season. He also still has his legs, as evidenced by this run against the Packers. Another situation where he uses his time in the pocket, he feels the defenders closing in and takes off for a 21-yard gain after making a man miss. So for anyone saying he's totally washed, even this level of athleticism hasn't been seen in Pittsburgh for a long time. And there's also the element of joining a team with a new offensive coordinator in Arthur Smith. While Smith likes to attack the middle of the field, and that's not exactly Wilson's strong suit, Smith has shown he works well specifically with veteran QBs. Smith didn't do a whole lot with younger QBs like Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder, under center, but Ryan Tannehill had the best stretch of his career with Arthur Smith as his OC in Tennessee. Tannehill was thought of as a first-round QB bust until he joined the Titans in 2019. Then, in his first season with the team, Tannehill led the NFL in passer rating, yards per attempt, and yards per catch, all categories that he lacked in prior to going to the Tennessee Titans. The Titans won 7 of his 10 starts that season, and he was even named a Pro Bowler and the Comeback Player of the Year. Maybe Russ gets that award a year from now, thanks in part to Arthur Smith. And of course, Russ is joining a team that is always stacked on defense and has one of the best players on earth and fellow Wisconsin Badger TJ Watt. Not to mention Mike Tomlin is undoubtedly a top 5 coach in the NFL year after year. A lot is already in place for Russ in Pittsburgh, so as long as he can deal with the cold weather, which he's dealt with his whole career, he should be ready to hit the ground running and compete for a division where the top teams haven't gotten over the hump in quite some time. The Ravens are scary, but they don't seem to have what it takes to make a Super Bowl trip, though a lot of that has been Patrick Mahomes. The Bengals went to the Super Bowl just 2 years ago, but they've had a big roster shakeup, and Burrow may not return to his old self right away. And the Browns, well, the Browns aren't the Browns of old, but they're still the Browns somewhere deep down. So all things considered, Russ is a great addition to Pittsburgh. He gives them their best chance to win now, and Mr. Unlimited can reset in a city that lives and breathes football. We took a deep dive into why the Broncos did Russ dirty in Denver. Be sure to check out that episode to hear more. And the moment you've all been waiting for, here's the answer to today's trivia question. We appreciate you tuning into this episode of Point of View, and we will see you in the next one.